Right, the main event, the IBF World Bantamweight title. I'm so excited for this fight for many reasons. One, because you guys have an opportunity for one of your own to become another world champion. Like I said, over 2 years since World Championship Boxing has been in Belfast, and I think it's going to be some time again, unless this man to my left wins, till you got World Championship Boxing back again in this city. A real 50-50 fight between, I believe, one of the top young talents in the sport and against a champion that has been there, done it all, and probably hasn't got quite the credit that he deserves in doing so. The camps are a very interesting mix. You have us, Adam Booth, who has virtually been like a family figure to Ryan Burnett over the last couple of years, who has pushed him, shown an incredible amount of belief. And I know how much this means to Adam Booth as well. And for everything he's achieved, David Hay, George Groves, I believe, and I won't ask him the question, but this will be his proudest moment if his man can become world champion in Belfast on Saturday night. For Ryan Burnett, I don't know if any of you saw the picture that was posted on social media when Adam Booth told him about the world title challenge. That's what it's all about. The drive, the desire, the determination, the dream to get your chance to become a world champion. Lee Haskins has been there, he's done it. For Ryan Burnett, the pressure is on in front of his people, but the dream is a reality. The chance to do it, to win this, to have this round the waist. It's what every fighter dreams of. And to do it on Saturday in front of his own people, he has the chance to become a major star here. On the other side, Chris Sanagar, Jamie Sanagar, they have their heart on their sleeve. They want to win so bad, and I want to beat them so bad. And we'll be sitting next to each other, me and Jamie, and he'll be up shouting, I'll be telling him to shut up and sit down, and he'll be telling me to fuck off, and I'll be moaning about Haskins is doing this, and he'll be saying Burnett's using his head and all this stuff, because we're all desperate to win. It's the competition of sport and winning. Forget the money, don't quite forget the belts, but just about winning is the beauty of sport. And that's why this fight is so great, because all that matters on Saturday is winning. So I'm going to start with the challenger side. Adam Booth, remember putting this fight forward. I think we were in Glasgow at the time. We were waiting for an exception from the IBF for this fight. Remember telling you in the gym, actually, and you were just over the moon. Now the hard work's been put in, camp's complete, 2 days away before Ryan fights for the world title.
Yeah, and this sport, just like all sport, is about competition and challenges, and the good fighters rise to the challenge, and the great fighters and the ones that go on to be exceptional are the ones that rise to the challenge and can adapt to any situation and anything that's put in front of them. And I believe that Ryan has that unique ability. I have a lot of respect, not just for Lee, but for his team, Chris and Jamie. I'm well aware of Chris Sanagar. I know the fella knows fighting inside and out. So we're going up against the old school knowledge of pure boxing, not just today's modern take on sport with a lot of emphasis on strength and conditioning. Lee Haskins is a fighter who can adapt at title level, and that's why he has the record he has, and that's why he has the belt he has. And that's why I'm trying to hide down my excitement for this fight, because I know, as much as I know about boxing, I know that Ryan has the ability to adapt at the top level, and he has the perfect platform and the perfect opportunity to do it on Saturday night. And that's what I'm looking forward to.
It's all about being in the moment, seizing that opportunity. How important is it to get that right on Saturday night? The pressure, the crowd, the expectation, the ability to realise a dream. How difficult will it be for Ryan Burnett to keep it together and execute that on Saturday?
If you want it and if you belong there, you deal with it. That's it. If you belong there and you want it, you deal with it. Don't think about it, just get up there and do it.
Going to pass over to Chris Sanagar now. Chris, welcome. And we know your road with Lee Haskins. I was talking in an interview earlier. I remember probably a year ago, you and Jamie phoning up, just trying to find any opportunity you could. 6 months later, he wins in Monaco. He fights for the world title. He wins the world title. He's defended it a couple of times. Incredible journey with Lee Haskins, and certainly you all feel that you are not ready to give this red and gold belt up.
Yeah, it's an incredible journey, but let me tell you, Lee Haskins is as fit as a butcher's dog, and we've come over here to take that title back. Lee Haskins often says to me, I'm like a dad to him. I think he might be right because he never does anything I tell him. And just like a good parent, I have a young trainer, Michael Waldron, that I may say to him, tell him to use the left, tell him to use the right. And then he'll then say to Lee to do this, and then Lee Haskins goes and does it. So we've got a great team. Like Adam said, an experienced team. We've got Nigel Christian, the cutsman, 72 years of age. Dave Monks, our second. He's our physio as well. He's 72.
And in my backup, just in case anybody kicks off.
So, we've brought a very experienced team. Like I said, we've had Lee since a 14-year-old boy. So there's a very, very close bond between us. And we've had good times and bad times, but just like Adam says, when you are the best, you do come through. And that's what Lee Haskins has done. He's boxed away from home on numerous occasions and comes through. On Saturday night, you'll see the very, very best of Lee Haskins. And I think we'll be taking that title back to Bristol.
Chris, Adam talked about, obviously, your boxing knowledge is incredible. Tell us about the fight. Tell us about Ryan Burnett and how you see the fight playing out. Why do you believe your man should be and will win this fight, and it should be the favourite for this fight?
I think our man has got much experience, too much power. I think our man will win the first 6 rounds. He'll lose the 7th and the 8th, 9, 10, 11. He'll win, and then he's so lazy, he'll let the 12th go. It'd be a great night.
Points win, or does it go the distance?
Well, on numerous occasions, I've been convinced Haskins would not knock his opponent out. And nobody would tell me different. And then he goes and wins on points. So I'm going to say he'll win on points.
Thank you, Chris. I think,
like always, he'll win 9 rounds to 3, and they'll still say he's close. That's every time.
we're going to have, I think, a customary round of applause for the main event, guys. Firstly, I'm going to pass over to your man, the Belfast boy, a chance, like I said, to make history on Saturday night and become another world champion from this great city. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ryan Burnett. Ryan, you look great, and I know this has been a dream of yours for a long time. 2 days away now from the moment of truth in your career.
Yeah, first of all, I just want to thank everyone for coming here. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're 2 days away now, and everything, all the work's been done. We've put in the long work, and we've trained hard, and we're very, very close now. It's a dream of mine to get back to Belfast and fight here, and not only fight in Belfast, but fight for a world title. And I'm not just fighting for a world title, a vacant world title. I'm fighting a champion, and a very, very good world champion. So that's going to make the night even sweeter for me. So I'm just counting down the minutes now to the Saturday night.
Obviously, Adam talked about being good enough to deal with it. How important is it to be in the moment, to take this opportunity before you on Saturday night and make sure you get this right?
Yeah, to beat Lee Haskins, I'm going to have to be at my very, very best. I know exactly the man standing in front of me on the night, and you can't dress it up. He's a great champion. He's been beaten once in 9 years, and I think that speaks volumes in itself. But with the work that we've been doing in the gym, I'm very, very convinced that I've got the tools to do the job on Saturday night. So I'm just really looking forward to it now, if I'm honest.
Do you visualise it? Have you thought about the walkout, the fans, the moment where you get that victory, the belt round your waist, and looking around the Odyssey Arena? Does that come through your mind, or is it all just pure focus on the fight?
Every single night when I'm lying in bed, I'm thinking about the belt, and I'm thinking about winning it and how I'm going to do it and how it's going to feel. I've thought about it over and over. I've seen it clearly over and over and over. And we're moments away. I'm very, very excited as well. Good
man. The man in your way. Ladies and gentlemen, have our usual respect for the champion, current IBF world champion, Lee Haskins. Lee, both of you look probably half the size of the first press conference.
Yeah.
You look in great shape. I've heard tremendous things out of the camp. And you've got a smile on your face, ready to defend this title.
Yeah, that's right. I've put all the work in for this fight, so I'm feeling absolutely fantastic. I've had a great camp. I've worked very, very hard to get where I've got. So obviously I don't want to lose the belt. I've got a great opponent in front of me as well, and I believe this fight is a 50-50 fight. I've watched Ryan Burnett before the fight was announced, when he was winning the British and stuff like that, before I even knew I was fighting him, and I thought, yeah, he's a very fantastic fighter, and he's one to watch in the future. Didn't know I'd be boxing him. So obviously now we're together, we'll be boxing, and I'm looking forward to it. I've just had I've had an amazing time in camp. I'm happy, and I'm in a great place. And obviously, for me, I have a great family, and I want to keep providing for them. So, and the best way for me to do that is obviously by winning. So I'm very, very forward to this, getting in there. But can I say, the most important thing for me is not the money I'm getting for the fight. It's not these material things here. The most important thing is for me is that after the fight me and Ryan we both come out of it safe and sound and back to our families.
But obviously to do that with the belt and a few quid on top is nice.
Yeah, it would be a bit better, yeah.
Exactly. You've seen many start. I get the feeling from this fight, you almost need that challenge to be pushed to find your best. I remember when you fought the Japanese challenger, I remember watching it thinking that was a great performance from you. Many felt like you'd lose that night.
Yeah.
You seem to have that buzz and that fear of failure in this fight because of the quality of Ryan Burnett.
Yeah, that's 100%. When I feel like I have a 50-50 fight in front of me, I put a lot extra into the training, and I'm well up for that. I want more when it's a 50-50 fight. When we're fighting people where you've either beat before or you can beat, you lean off of training, and you feel like you let yourself slip a little bit, and and you pay for it on a night. And for this fight, I've had no slip ups and no injuries. I'm injury free, and I'm looking forward to a great night.
We've heard Chris Sanagar's prediction, which is Haskins on points. Adam, I know you don't really like making predictions, but I'm going to ask you anyway. How do you see this fight going?
You just answered your own question.
Okay, Ryan, you've mapped it out in your head.
Yeah.
Do you see it? Do you see how this fight ends?
I see that belt sitting right in front of me. That's what I see.
And finally, the champ, Lee.
Yeah. Of course, yeah. I'm obviously 100% in my ability, and I see myself winning. Couldn't tell you how, but a win's a win for me, and I'm happy with that.
Good. Listen, two great lads, and may the best man win on Saturday night. This is World Championship Boxing returning to Belfast. Like I said, thank you so much for the support. The people are out. The weigh-in will be in here tomorrow with that wall down, going all the way to the back. Get yourself down. Tell everybody about the show on Saturday night. Let's keep the people coming in. Let's bring World Championship Boxing back to Belfast. Let's bring the Sky cameras here as long as we can. Let's show the people around the world the atmosphere of this great city, and let's see a fantastic main event and championship undercard on Saturday. We're going to pose for photos here. Again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you all for your support for the people of Belfast and Northern Ireland. Let's have a great show on Saturday night. Thank you very much.
Thank you.